Hey YouTube, I'm here for the review for Lethal Weapon. I'm a little late with it. I actually forgot to do it, but I finally watched the episode. I watch and then forget to review it. I don't know. So this episode, it seems like they've got the habit of having someone who's already connected to one of the characters. Most of the time, the person is connected to Riggs. So this episode, it starts off with this girl falling off a building, smashing into this car down below on the street. So it turns out, like, I guess the apartment belongs to this rich, drug dealing, Hispanic, Mexican dude, whatever. So the girl who died, her best friend, happens to be this journalist, and she's been trying to convince the girl to leave her boyfriend for a long time. So apparently the guy is someone who Riggs had been trying to arrest for years now, and he hasn't been able to catch him. At that point, like, did he think? I think he thought that oh no. So they end up going to talk to the guy. He's at this party, and the guy alludes to him having some knowledge about Riggs' wife's death. So Riggs spazzes out. Well, he don't spaz out. He just grab him up and dangles him over the side of the building. So the dude still seems like really calm, and it's that type of arrogance will really make you want to murder somebody. Like, yo, it seems like don't nothing faze him. So the girl is like finding out things herself. They're trying to, I'm talking about her journalist friend. The journalist friend doesn't really give them too much information, but she like gives them a little drop of what she wants them to know. They end up all three at the guy's house at the same time in LA. And are they in LA? So anyways, Riggs, Murtaugh, and the girl, the journalist friend, is in the guy's apartment. The girl leaves, the guy ends up calling Riggs, and Murtaugh goes after her. So he's talking about just like how, you know, he knew that they were going to be there and stuff like that. The girl gets in her car, starts it up, and the car explodes. She explodes into 1,000 little pieces. And you know, Riggs is again like, okay, he killing people out here. He has something to do with my wife. He has something to, of course we know he killed this girl. Then they show flashes of how he met his wife. They met in a bar on Christmas. He was alone. She happened to be alone that day. And they just, a spark ignited. And they were just a beautiful little couple with his antisocial self and her with her beautiful, perky personality. So, and then they showed how she found out she was pregnant, and he was so happy, but, you know, it was really sad. So, long story short, what happens? Oh, they end up seeing the guy's reflection in a ball on a Christmas tree, which that shit was mad fake because the picture was so distorted and pixelated. Like, it was not a clear video that they were watching, yet they were able to zoom in on a ornament to see his facial reflection, but I felt like it wouldn't have been that clear. But for the storyline, we're gonna say that they saw his face. So Riggs goes to arrest him, and homeboy's uncle calls him like, I know you have my nephew. Take him to the airstrip. So we've got Murtaugh's family. So there was this dude with a box at Murtaugh's house. His wife opens the door, and he's like, oh, like, can I come inside and lay this down? And boom, surprise, it's a gun in a box. It's a gun in a box. So yeah, there was a gun in the box, and they were held hostage, but the kids didn't really know. She like played it off for the kids, and that was beautiful. Like, just to make sure that they didn't know what was going on. And then it's crazy because they're older kids, and usually, you know, they'd be nosy as hell. If they was little kids, they would have been uncontrollable. That's why it's like, once you have some grown kids, well, oh, they got that baby too. That's crazy. They got them 2 older kids and then that baby. Whatever. So, yeah, where was the baby? Sleep? All right, the baby was asleep. I was like, I done forgot about the baby. I forgot the baby was there. Murtaugh ends up showing up and busts the dude in the head with a gun because she like tells them that she gotta go get something out the garage. Oh, because the lights are fucking up because the neighbor, their Christmas lights are fucking up their electricity. So that's been an issue throughout the episode. And finally the light goes out. She has to go into the garage to the fuse box, and that's where Murtaugh comes at him with the shotgun, like bang. And then she ends up kick him in the head a couple of times, like bop bop, for holding me and my kids hostage. So, in the end, Riggs is asking the guy, like, did you kill my wife? Did you kill my wife? The guy doesn't say anything. They're at the airstrip. T.O. comes down from the steps, and he basically gives a nod to one of the guys, and the guy shoots him in the chest. And it was just like, he said his nephew had been causing a lot of trouble recently, so he was due to expire. And he's like, what do you know about my wife? Like San Diego or Santa Fe, I forgot what he said, like 2000 such and such. And he says, you weren't important then. He's like, you weren't important in Santa Fe, and you're not important here. But I feel like they really did have something to do with it. So, because then later the uncle says something like, yeah, I told him the truth. But he's talking to somebody. And I missed that part. Like, I missed the beginning when he was talking. So, I was listening. But then it was like they were speaking Spanish. I looked away, and I don't know what they said. But I feel like I guess it's going to come back out that I think they had something to do with it. And that was that. I think did Murtaugh, I think Murtaugh and the family all went to Riggs' house, his little van in the end. I don't even remember. I'm sorry. It was a few days ago. Gosh, I guess I should have rewatched it, but come on, it's not that serious. Alright, well, thank you for watching. This was short and sweet. Alright, I'll see you later for another review of something else. Bye.